So I'm seeing your desktop. Zoom.
Okay.
Okay, good to know.
So
Can you hear me?
I sure can.
Great. So we are doing so many things all at once, but we'll get started here soon. I'm going to share my screen here and okay, can you see that nice lady?
I sure can.
Okay, good. All right, we're in business. We are recording our webinar and we are live on Facebook. And Debbie, I'd like to welcome Debbie. She's my wonderful friend, nurse, and just a wonderful leader of helping so many women in homes, creating healers in every home. And I'll let you, Debbie, go ahead.
Well, thank you, Elena. I want to introduce you as our special guest speaker tonight. Elena is just a really remarkable woman, and she moved here from her home country of Finland to the United States at age 19. Now, I love to hear Elena talk with her children, and she's creating bilingual children, and she's always talking Finnish, and I wish I could understand it, but I'm not understanding it, but I love to hear it. She received her bachelor's degree in dietetics from BYU, Brigham Young University, and went on to complete her master's degree from the University of Utah with an emphasis in sports nutrition and an internship with the United States ski team. And so I think that's remarkable and probably a highlight. As a former professional athlete in cross-country mountain biking, she has a special interest in working with athletes with eating disorders. She worked for several years at the University of Utah Neuropsychiatric Institute as the clinical nutritionist and head dietitian, and established her own private practice in Salt Lake City in 2009, logging more than 10,000 hours consulting individuals with difficult eating disorders and other health concerns. So she comes to us with an incredible background and expertise in this field of nutrition. Your health is my passion is Elena's personal motto. Your health is my passion. She does that. She lives it on a daily basis. And she is on a mission to improve the overall health and wellness of tens of thousands of individuals. Most recently, she is the founder of doTERRA Health School, which is an online platform offering courses to help transform the whole person using seasonal nutrition, essential oils, and whole food-based supplements. You can go to elenajorgensen.com to learn more. I want to spell that out. Elena, E-L-E-N-A, Jorgensen, YORGASON.com. elenajorgensen.com. That's a remarkable website, and you'll want to check that out. Now, Elena is married to Dr. Joshua Jorgensen. He's an ear, nose, and throat specialist and also a member of doTERRA's Medical Advisory Board. And together, they are passionate about integrating natural solutions into Western medicine and helping individuals and families manage their health and wellness concerns naturally. They are the parents of 4 adorable children, and you're going to see a picture here very soon. Elena is one of my former birthing clients who I consider a dear friend and a team leader in my doTERRA family. She is capable, committed, and bursting with desire and resolve in making a difference in the world at large. I am so appreciative, Elena, of your many gifts and talents, and especially tonight, Elena, I'm appreciative of your expertise in this field of nutrition as we launch a 30-day cleanse for our entire doTERRA family, and hope that everybody will participate and benefit from the information we will be sharing through the end of April. So please pull out your notepads and pens, take good notes. You'll want to take good notes, and help me welcome Elena Jorgensen. So if we could all clap, if we could all clap, that would be awesome. So, welcome, Elena. I'm so excited to hear from you tonight.
That was really generous of you. Thank you, Debbie. I really appreciate it. And just to double check, can you see my family on the screen right now, or did it freeze?
I see your beautiful family.
Oh, good. Okay, just checking. Okay, well, I have to say this is a real big honor, and your health is truly my passion. I mean, this is where my heart sings, and I get really excited and happy to share this information with all of you and the doTERRA families here. So the question that we hope to answer tonight is, why should you do a 30-day cleanse? And maybe a good way to start is let's just stop talking about me. Let's talk about you. Now, I want you to really kind of ask these questions to yourself, and maybe the answer is very quickly answered. The questions are quickly answered, or maybe you have to think about it a bit. Are you tired? Do you feel sluggish? Do you need more extra motivation to get healthy? Do you have any brain fog, anxiety, or maybe depression that you're dealing with? Do you need a chance to stop your old habits and turn things around? And have you been eating foods that make you even feel gross or just not your best? Do you want to balance your weight naturally with healthy foods, whole foods, and whole foods based supplements? Do you maybe struggle with mood swings and cravings? I know, lots of questions coming at you. Are you concerned about the environmental toxins that you're constantly exposed to? And are you ready to do a 30-day natural and gentle cleanse? And I hope the answer is yes, and that's what we'll take a closer look at today. And you're welcome to put any questions you have in the chat. I'm sure Debbie will be able to answer them. I'll look at them at the end of our time here together. Now, this is your opportunity to join us as a community of people who want to feel better, who want to have a wonderful life that's not held back by our health. And this is where the spring 30-day cleanse comes into place. And there you see a website where you can go and learn some more as well. Now, are you ready to feel like this? Hopefully you are, and we'll talk about how that can happen. Now, this might be something familiar or new to you, but it is the doTERRA Daily Health Habits Pyramid, and there is a newer version of this even coming out soon. But really what we're looking at, all the different elements of your health. I'm a dietitian, I have a background in athletics, but all the other elements here are incredibly important. So eating right, we will delve into that. Exercise is going to be important. Movement, resting, managing your stress, and reducing your toxic load. Now, these are all lifestyle choices where you can make a big difference in how you feel on a daily basis. Let's look a little bit closer at something that I personally added in here, and that's on the bottom of this stack. So I put your belief system and the quality of relationships. So not only do I believe in what you're eating and how you move and how you treat your body, what's also important, how you treat each other and how you're taking care of yourself regarding your belief system. So I believe that that's an integral part of all your efforts to be as healthy as possible. And that will be woven in to the 30-day cleanse as we go along. But let's focus on reducing toxic load, because that's something that is very timely nowadays. Toxic load can come from anywhere, and it's kind of this ambiguous word that we're going to try and define for you. What does that mean? People say they want to detox, they want to cleanse, right? So let's break it down a little bit. So we can look at it, we can break it down in 3 ways. There's pathogens, there's chemicals, there's radiation. All of this that we're dealing with on a daily basis and on an increasing basis. So toxic load could be all the microbial agents, the pathogens like viruses, bacteria, funguses that we are exposed to from different sources, whether it be food, whether it be just the surfaces or the air that we're breathing. And we know that there's an increase in the superbugs in our environment, right? Antibiotics aren't even able to touch some of these highly evolved viruses and, well, bacteria, right? And then again, we have viruses that we don't have antibiotics for. Now, chemicals is increasingly detrimental to our health because of the amount of different chemicals that we are exposed to just on a daily basis, just in our homes, let alone when we go to our workplaces or venture out. So examples include artificial sweeteners, flavor enhancers, automobile exhaust, right? Pollution, whether it's cigarette smoke, second, or even we talk about third-hand smoke, right? Solvents, plastics, pesticides, xenoestrogens. So these are chemicals that actually mimic hormones in our body and cause all sorts of havoc and imbalances. And again, harsh cleaning products. So there are hundreds of thousands of different chemicals in cleaning products that are not regulated. There are known toxic compounds that our current regulation allows them to be in our cleaning products. So another source of toxins could be radiation. And these are high energy particles that can cause damage to your cellular structures and your DNA. And your DNA should be protected at all costs. That's why it's inside your cells, wrapped in the nucleus, in the very center of the cell. But radiation or other high energy particles can unstabilize some of these important molecules that we need to have for our body to be in balance and to function properly. So we already talked about some of the exposure. How do we come in contact with some of these toxins that we have around us? And one obvious one is the air we breathe, pollution. And you might think, well, I'm not in a too big city, or I don't spend too much time outside, during inversion, right? But surprisingly, our indoor air is up to 80 times dirtier, more polluted than outdoor air. And unfortunately, 90% of people spend their time indoors. So this is a very critical place where you are getting bombarded by these toxins, right, that irritate our airways, and we're also absorbing them into our body systems. Now, the GI tract is a known way to absorb some toxins into your body, and of course that would be the foods that you are eating, whether it be processed foods or even, unfortunately, there is lots of research to show that even organic spinach unfortunately has mercury, and because this is something that you're not able to, we're not currently monitoring or able to even prevent, is what comes through rainfall, right? And unfortunately, we are already seeing rocket fuel even in our organic greens. So that makes me a little nervous, and that's why I'm a strong proponent for doing cleanses. Now, our skin. Skin is another way for you to be exposed to toxins. Even touching a receipt. When you get a receipt from the grocery store, your fingertips, research shows, absorbs the BPA remnants, or BPA, that's plastics, from that receipt. And those plastics are stored in our liver. Now, we also have research that in addition to these three pathways, these toxins will be stored in our body, and we found flame retardants in breast milk. We know that there's pesticides accumulated in our thyroid glands, and PCBs in our subcutaneous fat. So it's just part of living in the modern world that we really are under a heavy toxic load. And not only that, as you know, your lifestyle choices, whether you're under or overeating, eating too much processed food, eating even too much spinach, right? You're going to put your body under some stress. So let's take a look at, this is something I'd love to talk about. Why is spring such a great time to do a cleanse? And this is based on Chinese medical theory, which I love and in total agreement with. Our traditions and time, there's lots of wisdom that we can gain from traditional medicine. And Chinese medicine talks a lot about how the different seasons of the year have a focus for our body system. So spring, I want to have you focus on that, is the time where our bodies put more energy into our gallbladders and our livers. And since our liver is our main cleansing organ, it's the perfect time for you to put some time and make sure that your liver is functioning optimally. So some of the benefits from your spring cleanse that you can look forward to. Now, you heard already why you need to cleanse, but these are some reasons that you definitely want to jump right in. Is as you are doing your spring cleanse, you're going to support your elimination organs. You're going to eliminate toxins. Your liver is going to be, we're going to support your liver. We'll get into detail into this. This is a great time. Spring is a wonderful time to release weight from your body, to increase your energy and your vitality, support your healthy weight management, right? And to relax the nervous system and calm the mind. It also helps, spring cleansing can help you reestablish your natural state of balance. So we're really supporting our bodies through the season, this particular season, to be able to get to your optimal health and well-being so that you're going to be healthy during this transition time into summer. You're going to be able to improve your mental clarity and emotional stability, balance your blood sugar levels, and increase your energy, and even get greater strength, flexibility, and stamina. I mean, all those things sound wonderful to me. How are we going to do this? Now, the 30-day cleanse, it's very well thought out and works wonderfully to support you to get to all those results. And the 30 days has been broken down into 3 sections. So there's going to be an activate phase, when we're activating your organs to eliminate toxins. A reset phase. This is where we're going to start scrubbing the intestines. We're really going for the cleaning here, right? Cleansing. And then the last phase, the last 10 days of the cleanse, is when we're going to renew. We're going to fix things, build them, give some nourishment, and get you all patched up and wonderfully strong, so that you really have a true jump start to your health. Now let's dive a little deeper into the activate phase. And each phase will have very particularly picked out supplements that have extremely well thought out ingredients from nature. So these are all whole food based ingredients. It's researched extremely thoroughly. So I want you to have a lot of confidence in these products that we're using. We're going to be using doTERRA's cleanse products. So the first 10 days is going to be your chance to really activate the elimination organs. So we want to help your liver, your kidneys, your colon to release, to open up a lot of the toxins that have been accumulating because of the toxic load we're under. But not only that, because we're coming from winter. Winter is the time when we store, we kind of hibernate, we maybe overeat, we don't move as much as we should. And this is when we need our bodies to start get that energy flowing again. So we're going to be focusing on a lot of these organs. Now your primary chimneys, so to say, so we're going to be releasing these toxins through these chimneys, is your intestinal tract, your urinary tract, your secondary ones are your respiratory system, and your skin. And then we have your supporting optimal elimination. And we definitely don't want doing the cleanse, and this might be a good sign for you. If you're having some skin eruptions, that means a lot of these primary chimneys are maybe overwhelmed. So you might notice some of these cleansing reactions, and those should be something that get your attention, so that you can understand where is your body at, what is it doing, and then support it through the cleansing process. Now, I want you to realize, kind of understand the magnitude of your intestinal system here. So your intestinal system surface area is equivalent to a tennis court. Imagine that. And Dr. Douillard talks often about it's your internal skin, right? And if your skin isn't healthy, it's a really great way to see how your body is doing in general. And there are several layers to that tennis court, so to say. And what makes it so large is these villi, right? And this increases the surface area of your intestinal tract. So we want to make sure that it's healthy and we're supporting it through all that it's doing for us. So one way to do that, to make a big difference in just your overall health and your energy levels, is to use one of my favorite products and Dr. Jorgensen's favorite products, and Debbie just talked about it as well, and I think Dr. Hill even talked about the TerraZyme. So, and you can see how using your TerraZyme truly equals love. You're really loving your GI system and nursing it back to health by taking some of the burden off the digestive system. Now, what is TerraZyme? It is full of enzymes, but what are enzymes? They're the catalyst for your body's biochemical reactions. Enzymes are the key for your metabolic and detoxification processes. So not only are we providing some assistance to your digestive system, your every single metabolic reaction is improved and works faster and more efficiently when enzymes are present. So TerraZyme is going to be a product that you're going to use throughout the entire 30-day cleanse. Now, you can get enzymes also from raw and fresh foods, right? But as soon as those foods are either cooked, pasteurized, preserved, frozen, microwaved, or processed in any of these ways, you're going to lose enzymes. And enzymes truly are the life force, right? And if you don't have any in your nutrition, you're not getting what your body needs to function optimally. So think about what your last meal was even. How much of that meal was cooked, pasteurized, preserved, frozen, microwave, right? And I'd say 90% of the time, people say, well, actually, yeah, there were no enzymes in my meal. This is an important step of your cleanse. So TerraZyme will support your healthy digestion and your metabolism. It'll help also break down lactose, gluten as well. So there's several different enzymes that will help break down fats, proteins, and so on. Now, Zendocrine is going to be another product that you're going to want to have in your 30-day cleanse. And don't worry, we have all this, a list of these products. I want you to just listen, take some notes, and really absorb this in. You already heard the tremendous load that we're under with the toxins that are in our environment and constantly, and that load is increasing. We need a way to support our elimination organs to help them function properly under all this stress. So Zendocrine is a wonderful product to support your liver, your kidneys, your colon, your lungs, and your skin. And it protects the cleansing and filtering capacity of these organs. The liver and kidney and colon also are, like we already heard, one of the very important organs to help you get rid of the toxic waste products. And again, Zendocrine is a whole foods plant herbal extract formula. And I want you to know and expect the best, and that's what doTERRA delivers every single time. So your liver truly is your king detoxing organ. We want to treat your liver well. And the spring is the perfect time to love your liver more and help support its job. It's going to be working hard this spring to help you move to the next season. And I want you to also, I wanted to add a couple thoughts to help you see how your emotions might also be tied to your physical health. So part of the Chinese medical theory is that when your liver is restricted, you might be experiencing more anger, stress, frustration, depression, irritability, and maybe some migraines, digestive problems, right? And interestingly enough, spring is, again, when our livers are really becoming more active and wanting to cleanse and detox. But if that is not possible, all these emotions will get piled on. So you're not doing that natural cleansing of emotions as well. And not surprisingly to people who understand this, spring is the time that we have the highest suicide rates. So you can see how if we're not getting things moving, if we're not taking care of our bodies and aren't part of the circadian rhythm of nature, we might end up having some of these uncomfortable emotions that for a few is too much to bear. So on the opposite positive side, as you're cleansing, you can expect to feel and as your liver is becoming more functional, you can expect to see more creativity, productivity, releasing negative patterns. So again, spring is a great time to work on some of the lifestyle choices that you've been making and releasing some of the patterns that you don't want to see in your life anymore. Now, the liver, as it has those toxins, what its job is to either eliminate them, or if it cannot eliminate them, if it's too overwhelmed, the liver's job is to store these toxins somewhere safe. And where does it go? It goes into fat cells. So as you are hoping to maybe release some excess weight, you are going to be releasing some of these toxins. And that's why we want to make sure that we are supporting your liver in every possible way. Now, there is an essential oil blend that is going to be part of your cleanse as well, because we want you to be at the most optimal, have the best chances of being as healthy as possible. And this is a beautiful oil blend that doTERRA has put together in gel capsules where they have tangerine, juniper berry, cilantro, geranium, and rosemary. And yes, this is a separate product from the Sendocrine complex. And a lot of those oils are very supportive for heavy metal chelation and so much more. And and I want to jump right back into the intestinal tract and have you kind of have this great realization that 70% of your body's immune function is in the GI tract. And that's where we're going to put a lot of our focus during the 11 to 20 days of the 30-day cleanse. We're, in a sense, metaphorically yanking out the weeds from the body, right? So there are a lot of threats to our microflora. I think this concept has been we've been well educated how important it is that we have the good bacteria in our body. But these are some ways that we can lose that good bacteria, whether if we have physical stressors, chemicals and toxins, we have an unhealthy diet, or even have travelers' exposures. We might have diarrhea, or we use antibiotics. This compromises our microflora, and we can have possibly some digestive discomfort, experience some food sensitivities or sensitivities to smell, even to other chemicals or anything in our environment, or chronic GI challenges, fatigue. So maybe we're tired, we don't have energy, or our immune system, like we talked about, is compromised. This is where we take out the big guns, and this is your chance to really scrub out, spring clean that GI tract with this powerful blend that has oregano, manuka, lemon, lemongrass, peppermint, thyme. In addition to that, we have caprylic acid, which is very well researched in addition to these oils to help support your body to renew its intestinal tract, as well as get rid of all the unhealthy bacteria and help support the beneficial bacteria to thrive in that environment. This is critical, not only for your physical, but also your mental health as well. So let's just dive in a little bit into the belief system and quality of relationships. And I like to, during the cleanse, especially during this phase, the second phase of your cleanse, to really take some time to slow down and see if there's any opportunities through some self-reflection to let go of some negative thoughts or belief systems that you might have, and really put some time into improving the quality of relationships. And I've done that with the doTERRA cleanse by having some self-inquiry during this time, 11 through 20. And that's all in the cleanse. So now let's talk about renewing. Now this is the last part of your 30-day cleanse. And this is where we're, in a sense, now we've scrubbed, pulled out all the weeds, we scrubbed the intestines, we've opened up all the chimneys, right? We have done some great groundwork, and now it's time to nourish, to plant the grass and let things really flourish. So we're going to dive a little deeper into eating right, my favorite topic. And not only that, I want to have you pay attention to seasonality of the foods, what nutrients you're putting into your body. And we already talked about how we eliminated a lot of the unhealthy bacteria with our GX Assist from the prior phase. And this phase, we are going to want to add some of the beneficial bacteria in there and then nourish them with the correct nutrition. So, as you know, the stomach pH is quite low, which means it's extremely acidic. So to kill all pathogens and make sure that we don't introduce anything too unhealthy into our body. But that presents a problem, right? If we want to have that beneficial bacteria, we don't want our bodies to eliminate them in the stomach and never have it reach our intestine, right? To benefit us. Now, that's why this product that doTERRA has provided us, the PB Assist, is an extremely important part of your 30-day cleanse. And that's where you're going to, the PB Assist provides not only the probiotics, which is the good bacteria, but also prebiotics. So we have a little bit of lunch packed in that space-looking capsule for that bacteria to survive the acidic stomach, but then also to make it to the intestine and to be able to stay there and thrive. So PB Assist is a pre and a probiotic in one capsule. There's over 5 billion probiotic CFUs, colonies, units per capsule. And there's 30 capsules per bottle. Now, maybe you've seen another probiotic that has a higher amount, but I want to assure you it's very rare to have those cultures to be active by the time they reach this the target area. So that's why this is a really genius way for you to ensure that you get those beneficial bacteria in the right place. There are several different strains of bacteria in this in the PB Assist, which is also important. You need some diversity in your microbiome in your colon. And that's been well thought out and taken care of. And a lot of these bacteria strains have been researched and documented that they specifically will aid in creating that healthy immune system. Not only that, for you to be able to have a healthy mental outlook, right? And in addition to that, be able to release weight as well. And this fructo oligosaccharides, that's the prebiotic that the bacteria will feed on to make sure it makes it into the intestine. Now, DDR Prime is going to be one of the supplements that are going to be in the last phase of the cleanse. This is an essential oil blend that's going to nourish. We're going to renew the body. We're going to support it and make sure that everything good is growing, everything bad is not going to make it further past this stage. And for a lot of people, this is the antioxidant blend that's going to make sure that your body has a fighting chance against continuing to eliminate a lot of those toxins that we're exposed to on a daily basis. So it'll help support your immune and cellular health. It promotes healthy responses to free radicals. And it's an exclusive combination of essential oils that will help support, like I said, your body's natural free radical defense system. It's in a soft gel, so it's super easy to take on a daily basis. Now, in addition to those supplements, every day you're going to be doing a wonderful job by getting enough fluids in so that you have a solvent, right, to flush out all the toxins that you're doing such a good job. So and often people will say that I'm thirstier, and there's a reason. We're mobilizing all these things in your body. We're providing nutrients. So you're going to need some water. And again, the lemon is going to be a great way for you to accelerate that cleansing and detoxing, because it's going to support your elimination pathways and make sure that your body is working optimally. Now, eating right. Here we go. So I'm going to just fly through this, but I do want to introduce this wonderful gentleman, Weston A. Price, who studied in the early 1800s several indigenous tribes that had never been exposed to any of these toxins that we're talking about. They had never eaten canned foods. They had never been eaten sugar or processed foods. And he went all over the world, as you can see. Now, these people he found had excellent physical health. Not only that, they had excellent mental health. There was no mental health that he came across. He was very meticulous on how he recorded. For 10 years, he traveled and recorded research-worthy data on all these individuals, looking at their teeth, their dental arches, and he found no cavities. And when you think about it, what is available to an indigenous tribe, right? It's only seasonal foods. They were, by default, living in the circadian rhythm of nature. They were eating local. They were eating seasonal. They were eating organic foods. There were no pesticides, right, available. And they were thriving. They were eating insects. Well, that might be something you might not choose to do, which is fine. Several other options out there. But fish, milk, whole milk products, vegetables, fruit, anything that the earth was providing for them. And Dr. Price found that their food that he studied and brought back and studied in his laboratory was at least had 4 times the minerals as the American diet of the day. So the chances, can you see the equation here? Not only is our toxic load significantly heavier to bear, but we're not getting the same nutrition anymore that we were able to get hundreds of years ago. So another aspect is really, we've talked about, you maybe are familiar, I've talked a lot about this, how our bodies there's a circadian rhythm that goes in a 24-hour period that our bodies respond to. But not only that, there's that annual, so looking at the entire year, our body responds to that as well. And nutrition-wise, when we look at seasonality, let's take a closer look at springtime. So springtime, and this is what you need to kind of make some mental notes here. This is what your cleanse diet should be all about. This time of year, you should have a lower fat diet. You see that? I want to make this connection. There's a time to have a higher fat diet, have more heavy diet, oily diet, and that's in the winter. Most people stick with a diet, white knuckle it through the entire year, but I don't believe that's what we're supposed to do. I think we're supposed to have that variety that comes through the nature, and all the clues are in nature, what type of diet we should be eating on a seasonal basis. So sprouts, right? This is a time when leafy greens, sprouts are available. Bitter foods, dandelion is another leafy green. Berries also. So when you think about spring flavor, think about pungent, spicy, bitter, astringent, light, warm, still warm, right? We're warming up. So those are some ways to think about what you should be eating during this 30-day cleanse to optimize your health. I think you're going to be surprised about how this might be your missing link along with these supplements for your health. So eating clean, organic, non-GMO, of course, fresh, local, seasonal, preparing them where you retain and increase the bioavailability of nutrients. That's going to be important. As a reminder, look at this. 1 orange is equivalent to 8 oranges today in nutrient value. That's how drastically the nutrient density of our food has declined. Isn't that's frustrating, right? So we need to supplement. We absolutely need to supplement. In my 10,000 hours of working with people and analyzing their diet and trying to help them to have a healthier lifestyle, there is nobody in there who is eating perfectly enough or can even consume enough food so that you can get all the nutrients that you're supposed to get to stay healthy. So that is why we absolutely need to nourish our bodies with some supplements, whole foods based supplements. All supplements are not created equal. I again reconfirm how wonderful doTERRA supplements. I'm here in Florida learning more about the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and it's just astounding how detailed, how in depth the knowledge is, and how they've really understood how to create a whole food based supplements that's not hard pack, for instance, right? If you're eating a vitamin that's hard, I actually had several of my clients that would say, I took my vitamins, but I saw them go down the toilet. There's no absorption happening there. So these vitamins and nutrients, another example, they're loose packed. So you're going to get those nutrients from them. And this is where the lifelong vitality comes into play. And you have to have a nutrient supplement. That is my professional opinion, but I want to make sure that you know, so that you never get in the place and say, nobody told me. This is something you have to make sure that you get the nutrients you need to be at your you have a fighting chance, not to be struggling with a chronic disease that majority of people are dealing with. So here again, quick summary. Don't worry, you're going to have this available to you of kind of the sequence of the supplements, what we're doing, what supplements we're taking for the entire 30 days, and how we're breaking it down. So you can look forward to better sleep, your improved mood, better skin tone, hair health, better immune function, heart health, digestive health, higher energy, less anxiety, you have a better mood, and you can reach and get on the path of releasing the weight that is not serving you. So let's talk about how you can be part of it and make sure you have all the supplements available to you. Now, doTERRA provides a cleanse and restore kit. It's $390, and it has all the supplements, but you do need to add, I want to note, the lemon essential and TerraZyme. Now, that is a hefty price, but in my mind, I'd paid triple that, because I know how beneficial these products are. But you can get them for a wonderful price, wholesale price of $200. So some great savings there, as you can see. You can get these products for a wonderfully reduced price through the wholesale membership that you can get. So whoever it is that invited you to this webinar, whether it was me, whether it was another leader, there's Debbie, there's Marie, there's several other, Dana and Dia, several other leaders, Oriola, that are very knowledgeable and can help you. Reach out to them, that person that invited you, so that you can make sure you get this lower price, the wholesale membership. And then, of course, some of the elements of this cleanse. Now, you can do this cleanse on your own where you're not getting that additional information and support. A lot of people have done that. But again, you've heard, your health is my passion, and I can't leave any stone unturned, and I want to make sure you get all the support you need. And that's why I created the Terra Cleanse, which is an online course that is live starting April 2nd. That's when the cleanse starts, and you can be part of that, and we'll talk about it. And in that Terra Cleanse, you'll be provided exercise routines that are matching every phase of your cleanse, a daily meditation. We talked about your belief systems. People might have all the right supplements and nutrition, but if their belief systems about themselves, and I've come across this, it's so clear to me when I hear someone say, oh, I just look at chocolate and I gain weight, right? There's a belief system that might be holding you back from reaching the health goals that you want. So that's why I've added this element to the cleanse that I feel is a really important part as well. Now, eating seasonal clean food, so I have a lot of support there as well during the cleanse. There's live coaching sessions as well, and I send emails out, and you can ask questions at any time. So now, I do want to add, we have some great things that we're offering, and a lot of the leaders have just jumped in and wanted to make this as exciting, as fun, and rewarding for you from the start. So there is a possibility for you to get for free the Slim and Sassy, which is a wonderful way for you to start supporting your weight loss goals and cleansing goals immediately now, even before we start the cleanse April 2nd or 1st. There are several different start dates for depending on your leader. Now, this is a metabolic blend, and it will help manage your appetite and lift your mood and so on. So I'd like to say, in addition, several of the leaders have their own Facebook group for the cleanse. I will have one specifically for the Terra cleanse as well. But let's take a look at the Terra cleanse. So currently, since we are new, we're running it at a really low price at $199 for the Terra cleanse. So this is the online portion where I'm going to be personally supporting you through the cleanse, and you'll get all the opportunity to get all that extra support materials. But I am slashing it down right now to $99. And you will get, if you're interested, this is something you want to do and go full on out, all the products, and you want to be part of Terra Cleanse, which is using all the things that we talked about. You can go through your leader and you will get an affiliate link to get that lower price. And again, the Slim and Sassy we talked about, that's available to you for free. That's a total gift. We are so passionate about your health, and we know that these products will do such wonderful things for you. We're offering that Slim and Sassy for free for anybody who registers before or on Monday, March 19th. And by that time, you should buy your Cleanse and Restore kit, or if you are already a wholesale member, as long as you have 150, I know there's a lot of acronyms here, but your leaders will explain this and it'll be crystal clear to you. Or you can have 150 PV, loyalty rewards order for that month. And that will be enough for, and then signing up for the Terra Cleanse, and that way you'll get that Slim and Sassy oil for free. So that is something wonderful. So we're making it very available to all of you so that you have that, what you need. Now, I do have to add this in here because I have to say the cleanse is more powerful if you're invested and if you have friends that are joining you. And maybe those prices seemed a little overwhelming to you. And that's why, again, your health is my passion, and I know all the leaders will echo the same motto as well. And that's why I wanted to make it easy for you to even get a chance to invite your friends. And if you're able to find 5 friends to join you to do the cleanse, where they get the kit and the Terra Cleanse are part of that, we are offering that you get through your doTERRA Fast Start bonus, you would earn back all the money that you used to pay for your cleansing kit. Hopefully that makes sense. Please write some questions. It's a great time to put some questions in the chat box if you have any. And I am offering the entire Terra Cleanse for free for anybody who finds 5 people that sign up to do this cleanse. I want to reward you for spreading the news that there are some great things that you can do to really transform your health. And this time of the year truly is one of the best times for you to do this. So a lot of reasons to get excited. Here's a long link. You can go to my Facebook page, my Facebook page, or my website, ElenaJorgensen.com, to find a link to the spring cleanse and join through there. Now, I want to also let you know we have another webinar. This was more of a webinar where we explained why the cleanse is so important, how you can get going on it immediately, but also now the March 28th, another Wednesday in a couple weeks, we're going to do another webinar that explains exactly how. So now if you choose to do this on your own, not wanting that extra support through Terra Cleanse, you are welcome to do it, and I'm going to be doing another webinar where I explain more about the supplements and how they work and how to do the cleanse. Now, I do want to open up our webinar for some questions, and I will be going to the Facebook page as well. I'm going to end our recording here, and